Hasan Piker drama overblown. I mean, we know this guy crashes out like a 6-year-old over just about anything on every stream he does.
I hate liberalism. I hate everything that's going on. I hate socialism.
Though we also know that streamers 100% overhype both the good and the bad. Now, I'm not saying that being subpoenaed by any court is a good thing, but I mean, really, it happens to people all the time. Now, what we do know is that he went to Cuba, and as far as I know, he is anti-capitalism for just about anyone except obviously himself. I mean, his fit in Cuba is higher than the GDP of all of Cuba's legitimate businesses. But of course, according to Hasan, he was in Cuba delivering aid. Well, that's how he responded to his subpoena, by stating that the government is trying to criminalize his essential aid to Cuba. Now, he was there with a group called Code Pink, so I'm not quite sure how much aid he gave himself, but I don't expect it to be much, as he would be boasting about it, I am sure. P.S. I did a quick search, but nothing actually came up on what he gave to the people of Cuba.
And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's not great. The news is not great, okay? I mean, it's bullshit, but still not great that, you know, they're after your boy. They're up my ass.
Huh?
And I'll obviously get into it right now. I'll tell you all about it, but let me blast off real quick.
I don't know about you, but he doesn't seem genuinely upset, at least not as much as one would think. Almost like he had a horrible acting lesson just to try to get people worried in his chat so that he can, well, you know, get more donos, subs, because he needs to obviously recover the mass wealth transfer he gave to the people of Cuba. Or didn't, I don't know. He obviously is a humble guy, so I guess we won't know.
The thing is that I have zero sympathy for Hasan, because he regularly and all the time misframes and intentionally misunderstands other people's positions in order to make them look bad. He does this constantly. So now the government might be doing it to you.
Now, his arch rival, the Asmongold, chimed in. I think they have a love of the game for each other. From the content I have seen, Asmon ain't wrong. If you do or say things to others and get called on it once in a while, you should really expect it. It's gonna happen eventually.
Okay, and guess what? The government was like, we're throwing your ass in jail. F you, okay? What do you want me to do? I know some of you are looking for a silver lining in this situation, but this is not good, okay? There is no world where having to deal with like a federal case is actually a good moment. I would much rather not have to deal with this at all.
He continues to pity party for himself, basically saying he is going to jail and that there is anything good can come out of this whole situation. Yet to me, it doesn't really make much sense, as he stated that Fox News has fallen for a fake tweet claiming he stayed in a sanctioned hotel in Cuba. He did not violate any OFAC, but someone else did. So according to Hasan, he is concerned, but then he kind of acts like he isn't, and nothing is wrong according to himself because he did nothing wrong. But then he goes in and he expresses to his chat that he is so concerned. Federal officials have served subpoenas to Hasan and the organization called Code Pink, blah, blah, blah. I mean, when I see this, am I the only one that is just like, poor dog, or is it just me? I mean, we all know what happened with the dog, right?
Please!
This is why it's insane, but also kind of funny in a weird way whenever people are like, oh, I bet you're getting paid by the Cuban government. Bro, they don't have money. What you think they got money?
Did he actually maybe possibly ask them? Just saying, it's almost like he knows the corruption of the higher ups of Cuba denied his request for Hasan aid that he obviously needs. I joke, but seriously, to say a whole country does not have any money at all when they're obviously oppressed by corruption is a ridiculous notion.
A side that most Cubans don't get to enjoy unless they're part of the elite. $29.15. Your average Cuban has to work months to be able to afford this chocolate.
We will free you, brother. Yeah, free me. Free me. Free me. I can't believe I'm saying that.
Rescue him, brother, rescue him by donating your hard-earned capitalism money to him. Now, this article says that the subpoena is focusing on sanction laws while traveling. The reports are focusing on crossed lines of US sanctions on Cuba. I mean, he stayed in the right hotel, so what's the big deal? So why go after him? I mean...
Yeah, and they're probably not going to go after Nick Shirley. It's because Nick Shirley is an American patriot that's trying to make the world a better place, and Hasan is trying to promote terrorists and, like, terrorism and communism. That's the reason why.
And let's be real, he deserves every second of it. This guy has spent years platforming people that straight up hate America while he makes millions of dollars off a system that he claims is corrupted. He's cheered on jihadists, he has openly supported dictators, and he has even made claims to the United States president, making millions and millions of dollars off anti-American rhetoric. And now the Treasury is investigating him for potentially overstepping sanctions in Cuba. Nobody who supports terrorists and aids dictators should be walking around freely in America or be platforming that nonsense to millions of people.
Now, what these others said ain't wrong. All in all, I just feel like nothing with this whole case will actually result in anything. Unfortunately, it'll probably be a waste of tax dollars by all of us in this capitalist society, along with giving more pity content to Hasan to create. And even though he's anti-capitalism, that's probably exactly what it's going to drive for him, capital. These subpoenas basically just require they produce financial and logistics from their trip, along with who they communicated with. This all seems very reasonable to me, and if nothing was wrong, it should be straightforward, and all of this noise is for absolutely nothing.
So the potential penalties here can actually stack up. This is under the Cuban Assets Controls and Regulations Act. So there's two sides to this, a civil side and a criminal side. On the civil side, the penalties can be up to $91,000 per violation. So you may have multiple transactions, so that $91K can stack up against you. Now, it's very clear that this is not been pressed yet, but it's still on the table. Most of these violations for first-timers or non-egregious offenses are typically civil penalties. So they'll typically slap them with some sort of fine. So it might be a 10, 20, 30, 40K fine. Once again, up to 91K.
So in other words, I mean, he's probably, if found guilty in that case, which honestly could happen, but you never know. He's just being subpoenaed. We don't know what evidence they have to do this. Maybe they have something, but realistically, they're probably after a civil penalty, which is just basically a fine. Like, let's be honest. I mean, Hasan isn't hurting. This lawyer's like, oh, this is going to hurt him. I don't see Hasan going to jail unless they try to come up with some kind of major example of him. Realistically, like anything else in life, they want money. If they can get a chance to get money out of Hasan, they're probably going to do that. But with that said, I mean, it's not like it's really going to hurt Hasan's pocket. 5 or 6 penalties, and he's looking at, $400 to $500 grand. I mean, that's nothing. This guy's making a couple $100 a month, let alone just this publicity for him and people worried about him, like his chat community worrying about him about this, which is why he's, playing into it, it's going to make up for it. I think all in all, he just loves this attention. He loves the spotlight and the droves of his concerned fans throwing money at him and giving him admiration for being so brave in this time of dire need when he's just being targeted by the US government.
Oh God, he's going to get a big ego out of being a big bad political target.
You see, Hasan has been chomping at the bit, basically retweeting anything he can to say that he is being targeted. Do you think that is true? Do you care? Did I just make a video on this like 1,000 other YouTubers? Yes, I did. On that note, like and subscribe. It helps me out so much, and I appreciate you all. Thank you.